Hello, Algebra 1.5 students. I'll go over these three factoring trinomial examples for you here. So I look at the last number, and that is 9, and it's a positive 9. So I'm going to start by putting my two sets of parentheses. This is going to factor into two linear binomials. This is a quadratic trinomial, and so I'm going to put x and x right here. That gives me my x squared term. And now what times what makes 9? That adds up to be 6. And so I have my 1 and 9, two factors, and I have my 3 and 3. 1 and 9 would not make 6, so that one's out. 3 and 3. What should the signs be here? This is a positive 9, so that tells me that both of these linear binomials would have the same sign, and then this positive sign here tells me they'd both be positive. And then this, don't forget to simplify this all the way, is just saying, all right, there's two of those x plus 3's, so that could be written in final form here, x plus 3, the quantity squared. Now if you had x plus 3 times x plus 3 in the factoring, you did it right, you just didn't get it simplified all the way. All right, over here now, same thing, only now we've got b as our variable, so I'm going to put a couple of those in my first spot in my binomials here. This is also a plus sign on the 20, so that tells me that they're both going to be positives, or both going to be negative signs here. My bad. I look at this middle term sign, and that's what determines what it's going to be both of. Since this is positive, they're both the same. This is negative here, so they're both negative. So a negative times a negative is going to still give me that positive 20. And then what times what makes 20? That adds up to be 12. So I've got 1 and 20, that won't work. 2 and 10, there it is. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I got 2 and 10 in there. And again, the order of these, that doesn't matter. Lastly here, I've got a squared, so that tells me a is going to be the first letter in both of my binomials. That'll give me the a squared term. And now I'm thinking, what times what makes 8? That subtracts to 2. When this sign is negative here, that tells you there's one of each. And so we're going to be going to war with these factors. So does 1 and 8 going to war? Can I get that to be a 2? No. How about 2 and 4? Yes. Now I'm going to put the 2 and 4 in first. But this negative sign tells me there's one of each. And now I have to determine which way do I want to have that plus minus go. Do I want it to be a positive 2 and a negative 4, or vice versa? And how I figure that out is I want to end up with a negative answer. So going to war, I'm going to have the bigger number be negative. So that's minus 4 there and a plus 2. Now I didn't go through and check these all, but if you wanted to, you could do the box method, for example. Do the x and the plus 2 here, and a I should say, and the negative 4 here. And then I get a squared, negative 4a, positive 2a, negative 8. And then I've got my like terms on the diagonal as normal. That gives me a squared minus, 2a minus 8. And so that's a 2 there, sorry. And that checks. And you could do the FOIL way, like if we're over here, and I wanted to just quickly check, does my b minus 2 and my b minus 10 work? I get b squared when I do the first. I get negative 10b when I do the outsides. I get negative 2b for my inside, and I get positive 20 for my last terms. These two are like terms, and I get b squared minus 12b plus a 20. So you can check it doing the box method, check it doing the FOIL method. There it is. Have a good day.